And I just want to start off by thanking these parents and the brother and the aunt for being with us today. And I know it's difficult, and asking everybody to continue to lift them up in prayer. Axel was enjoying the life of a teenager, and his teachers described him as a very good student. But on Friday, May the 6th, at about 8:10 p.m., two men approached Axel in the parking lot of his family's apartment right at 9545 Ellery Lane in West Houston, and shot and killed him without any regard for his age, his dreams in life, or the family that would be left behind to mourn him. We want to find these individuals who did this. We want to hold them accountable, and we fully understand that it should not have happened to Axel, and we don't want it to happen to any other person at all in our city. Someone knows who the shooter is and who he was in the company of, and can help the Houston Police Department and Axel's family by coming forward. You can contact HPD or remain anonymous by giving a tip to Crime Stoppers for a reward. Again, I want to thank Tim and Fatita for putting up $20,000. So the total reward offered in this particular case is $25,000. So whoever comes up with information leading to the arrest of these persons, the Crime Stoppers Award is $25,000. You know, I've had an opportunity to meet and talk with these family members. We know it's tough. They've suffered a permanent loss, so we want to continue to pray for them. Axel's families have set up also a GoFundMe page to help the family. So many are devastated by his loss and would like to bring the community together to help the family with one less burden. We can't bring back Axel, who was lost due to a senseless crime, but we certainly can help bring some peace and closure to this family by finding the persons who are responsible for what happened to Axel. Before I bring up members of the family, let me turn it over now to Chief Fenner to discuss some of the facts of this case and anyone else that he chooses to bring up. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. I also want to thank this very strong spiritual family for standing with us. Can't imagine what they're going through because if you hadn't lost a kid to violence, you don't know what they're going through. But I can promise you one thing, we're standing with them and we're going to find these suspects. I'm asking that all of our citizens, and I've said it before, even the neighborhood have rules. It's a 14-year-old kid, an innocent kid, his whole life ahead of him. Lamar High School student. It's senseless, and it just makes no sense, and it angers me. But I tell you what, we're going to stand strong and get these individuals in custody. I also want to thank the Crime Stoppers, Tillman Fertitta, and I'm asking whoever knows, because it is somebody out there that knows something, to please step up and do the right thing. Bring some peace and some sense of closure to this family that's hurting so bad right now. I want to thank our investigators, our entire homicide division for doing just stand-up work, working around the clock. I'm going to have Sergeant Duncan to come up after I speak to speak to what's going on with the investigation. But I want to thank them, and I want the city to know how hard our frontline officers, how hard our investigators work. Yeah, we are in a tough time, but we're going to continue to move this city forward. Sergeant Duncan.
Thank you, Chief Fenner. Thank you, Mayor Turner, for this time, and appreciate the family for coming and the media as well. I'm Sergeant Colin Duncan with the HPD Homicide Division, and on Friday, May 6th, around 8 p.m., Axel was shot and killed in front of his apartment complex where he lived at 9545 Ellery Boulevard. A good Samaritan heard the shooting, was close by, came to Axel's aid, and learned from him that he was shot during an apparent robbery. This same Good Samaritan witnessed two Hispanic males, approximately 15 to 17 years of age, flee the scene and enter a PT Cruiser. We believe there are at least 3 people in that vehicle. Through our investigation, reviewing surveillance cameras in the area, we've been able to develop a license plate on the vehicle and a direction of travel. So this time we're working those leads and calling on the public also to help us.
At this time, we're going to bring up the father. He feels more comfortable speaking in Spanish, and that's fine with us. And my commander, Garcia, will come up and translate. But come on up, sir. Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Muy buenas tardes. De parte de la familia Turcios Guzmán y toda la comunidad que ha sido de gran apoyo para nosotros y de todo el amor que recibimos, gente que estuvieron el día del funeral, el fin de semana pasada, demostrando todo el amor y el cariño que nos tienen, demostrando toda la inocencia que mi hijo tenía. Un niño de 14 años que apenas empezaba a vivir, no pudo escribir su libro de su vida, fue arrancada por un disparo. Pido a la comunidad entera que por favor nos ayuden a detener a las personas que cometieron este crimen, porque si no se hace van a seguir más familias dañadas como nosotros. Nadie estamos ajenos a que pase una situación de esta, no lo queremos. Lo que queremos es justicia. No tenemos rencor, no tenemos odio, es mucha paz y amor. Tenemos mucho que agradecer Houston Police, Detective Duncan con su equipo, High School, Lamar High School, St. George Place, muchas personas, no tengo a quienes agradecerle, tengo muchas personas que agradecerle. A los mismos de Arteaga Home Funeral estuvieron en los días más difíciles de nosotros. Creo que nadie se imagina el dolor que estamos pasando. Tratamos de estar lo más fuerte posible. Solo en nuestros corazones sabemos qué es lo que está pasando. Hago un llamado a la comunidad, por favor, estemos juntos. Paremos la violencia. Cesemos el arma. Hay muchas armas en las calles ahora, hay un descontrol de armas. Y por una arma fue la que le arrancó la vida a mi hijo, que ya no va a volver a casa. Levantamos cada mañana sin saber que él va a regresar. Por favor, pedimos que se unan con nosotros. Es difícil compartir este dolor, solo nosotros sabemos lo que estamos viviendo como padres. Y juntos podemos hacer la fuerza. Gracias.
I'm going to summarize what he said. He's very thankful for everybody that has reached out to him and his family. He's very grateful for all the love that his family has received under these difficult times. He's very grateful to the Houston Police Department and the detectives that have taken on this case, especially Sergeant Duncan and his team. He's also very grateful with the funeral home that provided their services in their time of need. He's also very grateful to the high school and everything they've done under these circumstances. He also stated that in his heart and in the heart of his family, there is no hatred, there is love and peace, but they do want to find justice. They do want to ask the public for their help. And the biggest fear that they have is that this could happen to somebody else. This could happen to another young person. Therefore, they're asking the public to come out if they know anything, and if in essence, he believes that his son never got the opportunity to write the final chapter of his life. He was taken away too young, and he believes that there are too many firearms out there. His son was taken away by a firearm, and he hopes that something can be done about this. So finally, he's very grateful for your help and the help of the community. Thank you. Sure.
Aster, A-S-T-E-R.
A-S-T-A-R. Turcios. Turcios is Turcios.
Go ahead with your Spanish translation, and then we'll do
Questions and answers?
Yes,
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm going to, in essence, I'm going to translate for the Hispanic, the Spanish-speaking community. I'm going to translate what was said by Chief Fenner and the mayor. First of all, we want to thank the mayor for being out here and helping us bring attention to this case. Chief Fenner is very, he understands the pain that this family is going through. I'm sorry. I'm just supposed to do it in Spanish, right? Okay. El jefe de la policía le da las gracias al alcalde por estar aquí. El jefe le da las gracias sobre todo a la familia por tener el valor de presentarse ante ustedes y pedirle su asistencia, pedirle su ayuda. Esta situación no tiene sentido, no entendemos cuál fue el motivo. Aparentemente fue un robo. Esa es una teoría que los detectives están siguiendo la evidencia y están siguiendo todo lo que la evidencia proporciona. Lo que se busca en esta situación es la justicia y por eso se le pide a la comunidad que nos ayude, que si ustedes vieron algo, se comuniquen con las autoridades. Inclusive si gustan permanecer anónimos, pueden hablarle a la organización de Alto al Crimen, o en inglés es Crime Stoppers, y ustedes van a permanecer anónimos, nadie va a saber que ustedes hablaron. Existe actualmente una recompensa de $5,000 por parte de esa organización y un ciudadano que apoya mucho a esta comunidad, ¿verdad? Tillman Fertitta agregó $20,000. Entonces es un total de $25,000 de recompensa si nos dan información que puede llegar a resolver este caso, arrestar a estas personas. Lo que sí quiero decirle a la comunidad es que estamos buscando un automóvil, es un PT Cruiser. Me imagino que ahorita el detective puede proporcionar más información, pero se piensa que son 2 o 3 personas las que están involucradas en este caso. El PT Cruiser parece que es de un color oscuro, probablemente negro, y están siguiendo las huellas. Aparentemente ya encontraron las placas del vehículo y son claves, son evidencia que ellos están siguiendo para tratar de resolver este caso. En fin, estamos pidiéndole a la asistencia del público y hablen al Departamento de Policías, a la División de Homicidios, o hablen a Crime Stoppers, Alto al Crimen, si quieren permanecer anónimos. Gracias.
Thank you. We'll open up for questions. You want to translate a few questions, John? Okay.
Señor, primero que nada, gracias por estar aquí, gracias por tener la oportunidad de hablar con usted. Usted menciona que no hay rencor en su familia, sin embargo, si usted tuviera un mensaje para las personas que sepan algo de estos sospechosos o los mismos sospechosos, ¿qué le gustaría decir?
Okay.
The question is that, he made the comment earlier that there's no anger, there's peace in his heart, but if he had the opportunity to say something to the people responsible for this crime, what would he say?
Como dijimos, en realidad ya no es venganza, no es odio, porque nada va a devolver a mi hijo, nada de lo que se pueda. Incluso amigos que me dicen, nada que te diga va a confortar. Ahorita solo es Dios que nos da la paz y nos da la madurez para seguir adelante. Lo que puedo decir es que sí, siempre, nada se escapa de los ojos de Dios. Hay alguien siempre viendo, alguien que sepa, que haga más fácil el proceso, porque la verdad es que no queremos que sigan más familias dañadas, más jóvenes muriendo en las calles, porque ellos tuvieron el valor de quitarle la vida a un niño, porque simplemente era un niño, y no queremos que sigan más accidentes y que sigan pasando cosas difíciles como esta para otras familias. Gracias.
Can I answer? what Mr. Turcios said, that there is, again, there is no anger. This isn't a question about vengeance, but he does think that, you know, there is a God, and God sees everything, and he knows what's happening. So he wants that message to be given to the people responsible for this, and again, emphasizing the fact that if anybody saw anything, and if anybody, including the people responsible for this, to come forward and say what happened.
Hey, we've heard from the family, and as you can see, spiritually strong. And this is the spirit of our city. These are our citizens. And I think he's said enough right now, but we do, if y'all have a few more questions, let's ask them, because I want to get them to a little bit of more comfort right now. It's tough on them.
Chief, I know your
Go
detectives
ahead.
mentioned they had some surveillance video, license plates, direction of travel. What's been the biggest challenge, though, so far in investigating this case, and why put out the call to the public today?
I'm not going to say it's a challenge. It's just like anything else, and especially when it comes to homicides, be it robbery but homicides. We need the assistance of citizens, people to step up and do the right thing. So that's what we're here for today, and I'm confident that someone will step up here really, really quickly.
Chief, I have a question, if you could, or the detective to clarify.
Yes.
I know that you mentioned it's possibly a robbery as what you're investigating. Speak more. Can you tell us what that
Yeah,
robbery
right. Yeah, right now, that's what we believe it to be, and we'll kind of leave it at that. But as we move on, we'll get more detail to you, but not today. Thank you.
crime happened right outside his home? How are we gonna guarantee that, you know, they're gonna be safe, that community is gonna be safe, it happened just right outside?
Yeah, we consider it an isolated incident, and we stated what we think the motive is. But as we work through this investigation, we'll find out more. But this family, as we're standing here with them today, we're going to continue to stand with them, and whatever they need from the police department in the way of protection or whatever, and that goes for any family, we're going to be there for them. So thanks for asking that question.